let's do this. Oh, I hear it again. What is that song?
I've got the baseball.
Yeah, because the Dodgers only know how to lose. Yeah, I know. Terrible. Terrible team. What can you say? And the Dodgers lose. Like the beat. Give it a 94. What's that smell? Stinking up Houston? That's it. That's all I know how to tell you. Boy. Woo! Baseball blues. Terrible. No, there's nothing to... Sorry, there's nothing to cheer about here. Nothing to see. No, nothing here. Oh, God. Anyway, live from our Woodland Hills studios, I'm Randy Tibbins. You know who you are. Come on in. Pull up a chair, sit down, relax, and let's talk... Yeah, Dodgers, I know. They've been stinking up the league. What can I tell you? Welcome to Crappy Microphone Day. We call it Crappy Mike Day. Thank you, Crappy Mike. It was a crappy weekend. I had a crappy day today, so why not have a Crappy Mike Day? August 24th, 2015, the Dodgers have now lost 5 in a row. Can I get an oh my gosh from Vinny? 5 in a row, Vinny.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, that's right. Not good. Greinke saw his 11-game winning streak end, and the bullpen couldn't preserve Kershaw's great work either, again. So what takes the sting out of it a little bit is that the hated ones, the Giants, also lost a little bit over the weekend. Not that much, where it made that much of a difference, but at least they lost. And now the Blues stands at 1.5 games in front in the NL West. Still, can you believe it, in first place? How the heck are they doing that? Well, whatever it is, stay in first place. Because as long as we can keep the Giants out of first place, they are not making the playoffs whatsoever. The gap is closing fast, so the Dodgers have to learn how to win again. Today's day off should help them rest a little bit before they open up with the Reds in Cincinnati tomorrow. We'll talk about that series in a few minutes. Injury report and moves. We got a couple things for today. If you haven't seen the show before, we do a lot of things. We do injury moves. We got home runs. We have any, not today. Shout-outs, stats of the day, Dayton Dodger history. So we got the whole thing for you right here on Let's Talk Dodgers, the first and only best video podcast by fans, for fans of your Los Angeles Dodgers. All right. Yimi Garcia is going back to AAA Oklahoma City, and they activated Juan Nicasio. At least he will be for tomorrow's game. So it's not a great move. I think they'll bring up Yimi again because he's been doing very well, usually, for the most part, better than most of those guys. And Juan Nicasio because they need a long man. They haven't brought Mike Bolsinger up yet. Are they going to do that? I think the guy should have been a starter still, but who am I? Let's tell Donnie Baseball what to do. I don't know. I have the feeling that if this team doesn't win it this year, or at least go pretty far in the playoffs, I don't know if Donnie will be around, but I don't think Farhan Zaidi's going to be here long, and I don't think Andrew Friedman's going to be here. That's why they kept Ned Colletti, and he's been doing TV lately, so we'll see where that all ends up. I'm not going to play any home runs today. It's too depressing, and I don't think we hit any, do we? No. All right, whenever I do this, we need some today. Whenever I do this, it means fun stuff. Can we pull some out of the air? Wasn't a whole lot of fun about getting swept by the Houston Astros. All right, let's do some shout-outs because we got to do some shout-outs. Made a new friend last week. Actually, I met her a couple weeks ago, but we determined that we both like this here team right here. I'm representing today. Bring him a little luck. Lucky tie. Got to rub it. Made a new friend out of Tracy. I want to give a shout-out to Tracy, who works at the NPPT. That's the Newbury Park Physical Therapy Center, with the likes of my other great lady friend over there, Alicia. Hi, Tracy. How you doing? Shout-out from Let's Talk Dodgers. Hey, Tracy, keep rooting Dodgers and tell all your Dodger-loving pals to check us out in Facebook and in YouTube. Let's Talk Dodgers 13 is our YouTube page, but just look us up on our Let's Talk Dodgers in Facebook. And one more shout-out for Tracy. Yeah. All right. Also, want to give a shout-out to Lynn's old guy that he used to give a shout-out to, David C. He's going to the game Saturday. Bring us some luck, David. Yeah. And my good pal, Kathy E., who I owe some game notes to. So, Kathy, haven't talked to you in a while. Hope you're doing well. Yeah. All right. Let's do some more fun stuff. Stats of the day. The Houston Astros, they defeated Zach Greinke on Saturday, as you know, and won Sunday's game, which was started by Clayton Kershaw. The stat on that is this was the 59th regular season series in which both Greinke and Kershaw started games for the Dodgers, but only the third of those 59 series in which the Dodgers were swept. It also happened with the Reds in 2013 and the Brewers in 2014. Both swept 3-game series from the Dodgers under those circumstances. So when you have Clayton, what this stat means, if you only have Clayton Kershaw and Greinke starting in the same series, they've only lost 3 series that those guys have started. So that should tell you something about those two aces, 1 and 2, or 1A and 1B, as people like to call them, Greinke and Kershaw. All right, what else we got? Some more positive stats, please. All right, we got one for you here. The other night, as you know, Jimmy Rollins stroked his career high, was his career 500th double the other night, joining only Albert Pujols, who has 576, David Ortiz with 571, Adrian Beltre has 548, and Alex Rodriguez has 537. Those are the only active players right now to reach 500 doubles. And Jimmy Rollins is just the 58th player in modern history since 1900 to reach 500 career doubles. And now he's tied with John Olerud and Goose Goslin for 56th on the all-time list of doubles. Way to go, Jimmy Rollins. All right, more fun stuff coming up your way before we get into the action tomorrow night. August 24th, this date in Dodger history. Let's go back to, we got 2 of them for you today. Let's go back to 1975, one of my personal favorites. After stealing second base in the 7th inning to add to his Major League career record of 38 consecutive steals, Davey Lopes is nabbed in the 12th inning by Montreal catcher Gary Carter. Remember, Gary Carter was later a Dodger. The Expos beat the Dodgers in 14 innings, 5-2. But at the time, and until many years later, Davey Lopes had the record in MLB history for 38 consecutive steals without getting caught. That was a record then. It was broken many years later. Yeah. It was broken many years later, at least 20-something years later. But that's very cool because it happened on this date in 1975. Also on this date, for all you young'uns out there who remember it, because it only happened last year, our one and only center fielder now wasn't here last year, Jock Peterson. You know what he did last year on this date? Now, I'm going to tell you what he did. Jock Peterson became only the 4th player in the history of the Pacific Coast League to have 30-30 season, that's 30 steals, 30 home runs, and the first to accomplish the feat in 80 years? You kidding me? And he stole his 30th base for the Albuquerque Isotopes on this date last year. He's a 30-30 man. When I've been saying this all year, with him being a 30-30 man in the minors, why haven't they let that guy run a little longer? Hey, Donnie Baseball, let Jock Peterson steal a few, you know? When the guy gets on with a walk or something, or whatever he's doing, a walk or a double or something, why don't you let him steal a base? I mean, he's pretty good at it. Although I don't know if he's learned completely how to do it in the majors as well as he did in the minors. But he's got the potential. Anybody that can do 30-30 in the minors. Wow, I'm still waiting to hit more home runs. He's hit 23 already, so we'll see where he goes from there. All right, that's your date in Dodger history. Let's get you out to the ballpark for tomorrow night. Tuesday, August 25th, it was we rubbed the lucky tie. Thank you, Karen, for the lucky tie. Left-hander Alex Wood is going to the hill for the Dodgers. He's 8-8 with a 3.79 ERA. He's going to face left-hander John Lamb of Cincinnati. He's 0-1 with a 6.35 ERA. Let's tee off on that guy, huh? With a 6 ERA, let's blow him out. We need to beat the Reds. On Wednesday, August 26th at Cincinnati, by the way, the first 2 of these games in the series are 4:10ers. That means they start at 4:10 Pacific time, 7:10 East Coast time. And on Wednesday, we're sending our left-hander, Brett Anderson. He's 7-8. Got to balance those books, Brett. 7-8 with a 3.52 ERA. He's going up against their left-hander, David Holmberg, 1-3 with a 6.57 ERA. Again, with a 6 ERA, let's blow these guys. It's the Reds. They're sucking this year. We've got to beat them, okay? And then on Thursday, it's an early game, breakfast with the Dodgers. It's a 9:35 a.m. start. It means 12:35 in Cincy. Right-hander Zach Greinke with his 13-3 record now. Since he lost, he was 13-2. 13-3. Now, you ready for this? A 1.67 ERA? You kidding me? It's unbelievable. Thank you. He's going up against right-hander Anthony Desclafani. You remember that guy? He was pretty tough when we faced him, but he's 7-9 with a 3.97 ERA. He's a pretty good pitcher. Should be a good matchup, and we'll be listening on the radio from work probably that day on Thursday. So it's a Tuesday through Thursday scene here on the Dodgers. No announcement yet of a possible game-watching party because things are a little tight this week, but we'll see what we can do in the future for another Let's Talk Dodgers game-watching party. Don't forget to keep watching us so we can tell you at the last second when we're going to have another game-watching party. Somewhere in the vicinity of the San Fernando Valley or maybe the Conejo Valley where we can watch Time Warner Cable, because a lot of people don't get it still. 60% don't see the games. 40% of us do. Well, you can all come over to my house, but we're not doing that. So let's do it at some of the big sports bars around town, and we'll figure something out. But stay tuned for that. We'll let you know when. Events, appearances, cool stuff. Before I forget, don't forget to check out John Suhu's outstanding baseball photography blog. It's called dodgersphotog.mlblogs.com. Guy's the best in the business. If you've never seen his work, he's the best. He's been there 30 years now. Unbelievable. We've got some appearances coming up for Dodger signings for you autograph hounds. August 27th is coming up this week. 6:30 p.m. at the Lancaster Jethawks hangar, where the Lancaster Jethawks play minor league baseball in Lancaster. Bill Russell's going to be available throughout the game for fan pictures and autographs the whole night. So try and get out there. That's this week. That's not even the weekend. That's Thursday night. So if you're out in Lancaster, do it. Also, Carlos Frias, Davey Lopes, and Maury Wills. Boy, what a trio that is. Let me mention those names again. Carlos Frias, Davey Lopes, and Maury Wills are going to be at the Frank & Sons Collectible Show this weekend. That's in the City of Industry. Yeah, it's a good one. And we've just got word that one of my favorites, Q-Tip, Jerry Royce, who wrote a book last year, is going to be at the Frank & Sons Collectible Show, but that's not until December. We'll mention that later after the season. Anyway, that's going to do it for today. One more shout-out to our friend Tracy. Pour you a beer, Tracy. Anyway, thanks for watching Let's Talk Dodgers. Come on back, pull up a chair, sit down, relax, probably on Wednesday, and tell all your friends, let's talk Dodgers. I'll see you then. And remember,
Look, Dodgers are going to win that division anyway.
better believe it. Come on. Come on, Blue. Bye-bye.